Hello, welcome back to another basic Chinese lesson. If you're new here, my name is Mandy, your Chinese teacher. Today we'll continue learning Pinyin. In this lesson, we'll learn Pinyin. Pinyin can be divided into two groups. Today, we'll go over the second group, finals. If you haven't already watched the first part, I recommend you watch it first so that you understand this lesson. You can find it on our YouTube page. First, let's do a quick review on what we learned in the last class. What is Pinyin and how does it work? Let's recall the structure of a Chinese letter. It combines the initial sound, a final sound, and a tone. Every character in Chinese has these three elements. This is the pinyin structure, which we reviewed last class. This is the character 你, N is the initial, I is the final, and the symbol on top of the final is the tone, which affects how we say it. Now we pronounce it as 乙. Now put it all together and we get 呢乙你. Last time we already went over initials, so let's go over these finals super quickly. Make sure to listen and read along. A, O, E, I, U, U, I, A, V, O, O, U, Y, Ü, An, In, Wen, Yun, Ang, Ying, On. There are three types of final sounds: simple finals, compound finals, and nasal finals. Simple finals include one vowel. Compound vowels include two vowels. Nasal finals include a vowel and a consonant, and they have a nasally sort of tone. Let's go over all of the type of finals. Ah, ah. This sound is pronounced as the A in father, for other. And a Chinese example is ma, mo, ma, This is pronounced as the U in umbrella, umbrella. It's a yi, but in Chinese, it's pronounced more as a U. And a Chinese example is 课, 科, 课, 一, This is pronounced as the E's in B, E. And a Chinese example is 一, O. This is simply pronounced as the word O, like what you say when you're surprised of something. O. And a Chinese example is 我, U, 我, U. This is pronounced as wu in wood, wood. And a Chinese example, 不, 不. Ü. This final is pronounced the same way as you would pronounce it in German or French. So if you happen to speak German or French, then this should be pretty easy for you. However, if you don't, there's not really an English equivalent for this final, but the best way to explain it is to pucker your lips as you would if you're making a whistle noise, and then make the sound from the back of your throat. Yu. And here's a Chinese example. 女, 呢, 语, 女. Now let's go over these compound finals. As I said, they include two vowels. I. This is simply pronounced as the word I. And the Chinese example,
来 l I 来 ao ao
This is pronounced as O in now, ow, now. And Chinese example.
好 h ao 好 a a
This is pronounced as the A in May, A. And the Chinese example is
美 m a 美 耶耶
This is pronounced similar to the YE in yes, yes, yes. And the Chinese example is
谢西叶谢 you you
In English, it sounds like if you take Y in the word yes and the word O in the word go. So in yes, you have yeah, and in go, you have O, and then you just combine those and you get.
you
And the Chinese example is
酒鸡有酒 o o
this is pronounced as the O in so, O. And the Chinese example is
有一有有约约
As I explained earlier, you use this vowel, which there's no English equivalent, and you add the vowel E. And the
月月微微
This is pronounced similar to the sound in wait. Wait. And the Chinese example.
味乌 a 味儿
This is pronounced similar to the sound in fur. Chinese example.
二
Now let's go over these nasal finals. They contain a vowel and or a consonant, and they have a nasally tone to them.
an
This is pronounced as un in fun. Chinese example is
an n
this is pronounced as the en in taken. And a Chinese example of it is
很 很 in
this is pronounced as in pin. Chinese example is
心吸音心温
this is pronounced similar as the on in one. And Chinese example
准知稳准晕
this is pronounced as I explained above with n at the end. Chinese example
均积晕均 on
this is pronounced as ong in song. On. Chinese example
上诗 on 上
this is pronounced with an e followed by an sound, a nasal sound. Chinese example
蓬坡蓬音
This is pronounced as ing and sing. Ing. Chinese example.
明摸赢明 ong ong
This is pronounced as an O followed by a nasal sound. Chinese example.
懂的 ong 懂
As you can see, these are all called nasal finals because they have a nasal tone to them. For example, ung. You can feel it when you speak, you can feel it in your nose. So when you're pronouncing these finals, make sure you have a nasal tone of voice with them. Now let's quickly summarize everything we've learned. Right now, we'll only be going over finals.
a o e i u ü I a v ao o u ye yue an in wen yun ang ing ong.
Thanks for watching today's lesson on finals. Make sure to keep an eye out for the next lesson on tones. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to check our YouTube channel for more free lessons like these. Or if you'd like to book a one-on-one class, visit us at bunnylearn.com. Once again, that's bunnylearn.com. We have reasonable prices, interesting lesson plans, and experienced teachers. Book your first class today at bunnylearn.com. See you next time!